Hello again, Bid Hero friends. Starting series here for new players. This should be video 3. In the last video we went through our first 3 flags and now we have access to the castle. And before we walk into it, I went through town and friended a few players. So I have some friends in the game, and by doing this, this allows us to do the castles more efficiently. Down here you can see your familiars, the ones that you've caught. You could go into the dungeon with your familiars and do battle. However, I recommend walking through town, friending players that are above level, say 20 plus, so that they'll be on your team, and then you can efficiently get gear a lot quicker. Just a quick review up here, you'll notice energy. The green bar is your energy. If you'll notice, there is a ticking seconds and minutes here, and this will show you how long it takes to get the next piece of energy. So in 3 minutes time, I will move from 81 energy to 82 energy. A lot of players do not understand this. So basically, once you run out of energy, you simply have to wait a specific amount of time for your energy to replenish. You'll see a plus sign here. This asks you, do you want to spend gems to purchase more energy? You can do this if you like to level quickly or just go up a lot faster. But my recommendation is to not spend your gems at all. Later in the game, after level 50 plus, you're going to get access to multiple different things to spend your gems on, to include better chances at legendary gear. If you spend it before level 50, you are basically wasting your gems. That's just my recommendation, but you can do whatever you like. If you want to spend money on the game, that's your choice. It's up to you. As far as getting the gems, you find them in random dungeons. We're going to go ahead and jump into this one, not waste any time. So we have to battle the boss Grims. Looks like we get a decent amount of gems here and some free energy. So we're going to enter in. Now, normally if you don't have friends, what you will see is your familiars. You may see something like this. If you do not want them, you need to go through town, friend some people, then you can remove them and add the people that you friended in town. The people on the very top are the more powerful, and you'll simply add them to your team. You want to make sure that you're last in your team so that the person in front will take a majority of the damage. We'll go ahead and click accept. You can manually walk through, it's your choice. And then you just start killing stuff. And as you can see here, these players are so powerful that they just one-shot minions. And it's very, very convenient. And as we go through here, we'll look at the loot to see if we have any upgrades. But basically at this point, you are using your friends in game to play the game for you. So I'm going to click auto and just let it walk through. A lot of players make the mistake of not making friends for the first couple days or week or so of gameplay. And that is one of the biggest downfalls of the game early on. If you try to beat the castle with just your familiars, it will make you better at the game early on, but you're also going to struggle. And if for some reason you die, then you basically just waste a ton of experience that you could normally have used to level up. Now, just to give an example here, if you don't have friends, and let's say also you can move your character up here, this would put you in front and you would take all the damage. If you want to not take damage, you want to put it at the back. So we'll put it at the front. We can see a blinky down here, so we're going to click it, add one more stat to our level, save, exit out. Make sure you never click this X. If you do, you're going to exit the dungeon and you'll miss out on some loot. Alright, so let's battle this guy. I don't think we're going to take damage because our friends are pretty powerful, but if I started taking damage and I wanted to move, again, you can click switch, put yourself on the back, and just mitigate the damage. If this guy is about half health, I would move him back and put someone in full health up here. Basically, that keeps you from having to use your potions, which are down here, That way you can save them up for harder levels. And again, in video 1, we talked about the speed. For example, if I turn it on auto, see how slow it is. When you're first starting, this is nice because you can learn how to play. But you'll quickly start to learn that you want faster speed. Alright, so we'll turn it back on auto. The speed is terrible, so we'll turn it back up to 5. Alright, so here's the final boss. And since we have awesome friends, just watch how easy the boss is. Normally if you do this with your companions, it's going to be pretty hard. Alright, so let's see if we can one-shot the boss. Almost. Pretty close. Alright, cool. So what normally takes a few minutes takes 1 or 2 hits. Alright, mission complete. We completed that part of the dungeon. Now we'll move on to a couple recommendations here. So it gave you some gems and some energy. It's probably going to recommend you use these gems. And here's the catch. Okay, so it's recommending that you buy this. You do not have to. If you click somewhere else on the screen. Oh, looks like they made it to where you have to now. Interesting. Well, I guess you have to. Used to, you didn't have to buy it. You could save your gems. But since it did make us buy it, I will discuss this right now. So, let's see here. All items. So, we just purchased this. You do not want to use this straight away. You want to use this later on when you're level probably 20 plus. You could use it now, but here's the rule of thumb. This basically makes it to where you get better gear, better chances at gear by 50% for 24 hours. You could use that now and get rare gear. For example, green is common, blue is rare, red is epic, and then yellow is legendary. If you use this now, you will see better gear, but in 5 to 10 levels, that gear is going to be useless. So what you want to do is save this until you're level 40 plus. Okay, back to questing. We click the castle. We could go to the flag, but that sends us back to the flag with our familiars, and we can't use our friends to level quickly. So what I recommend is clicking the castle. You now unlocked hard mode, which uses 20 energy instead of 10, but you get all these bonuses here. You can read those on your own, self-explanatory. We'll click hard. We're going to look at our friends, make sure that we have the ones we want, click accept, and we're just going to turn on auto. Now that we're in hard mode, we're going to get better gear, and we're going to upgrade a lot quicker. Look at that, level up already. Okay, another tip. Now that we've unlocked World Chat, you'll see the numbers climbing down here. If you click on this, you can simply type new player in town. Can I get a couple friends for quick leveling? I always say please. It always seems to make people more willing to help you. Alright, most likely a lot of people will say, okay, go ahead, friend me, but if you look at your settings and make sure that you have your friend requests on, as we do here, people, see, look at that, see the plus sign here, let's see how many we get total. I'll let it populate for a minute and then we'll take a look at it. But basically by asking one question, you make your entire gameplay for the rest of the time that you play so much easier. Because once you friend them, they are permanently on your friends list unless they remove you. So at least for until they fall off, you get to use their stats. final boss. Let's kill him real quick. Alright, looks like our first big treasure chest is here. So we're going to click on that, and it asks us if we want to use our key. If we use this, it will give us a decent piece of gear. However, we want to save this because this key will be a lot more valuable when we're above level 40. So we're going to click decline. Are you sure you want to decline? Yes. Okay, so we exit the dungeon, we kept our key, and we can use it at a later date. Let's see how many friend requests we got. 2. Nice. So this guy, Link 2012, is level 87. Amazing. So we can see high stats here. We'll accept the friend. And Jade Tome 2386, a level 153. Amazing. Oh, he already has max friends. So we could go back to chat and say, J-Tome, you have max friends. Mind clearing one spot. And we'll see if he opens up a spot for us. Besides that, I'm going to look at crafting here, see if there's anything else we can upgrade. We can go to exchange, and all of this here is gear that we're not wearing. So if you click all, even if it has an E, you don't have to worry about it. The game will not exchange gear that you have on. And then you click exchange, and it will disenchant your gear into materials. Then you go back to upgrade, and now suddenly you can upgrade your rings and your neck. So we're going to upgrade the neck. Looks like we get 1 in each stat, and click upgrade. There you go. Now your character is that much better. Looks like we can upgrade the ring as well, using 50 dust and 1k gold. Upgrade. There we go. Now, there's also a store in town. You can either click shop down here, or you can click the vendor. Once you click him, something you're going to want to save your money up for is the, let's see here, the minor experience tome. Since you're first starting off, the most important thing to do in the game is level up. Some would argue getting gear, but if you level up, the gear that you earn is going to be meaningless in 5 to 10 levels. So once you get to 10k gold, you're going to want to buy the minor experience tome, and you don't want to use it until you are maxed out in energy. So I've already started playing some today. If I bought this right now, I would play tomorrow with full energy and then use the experience tome. This is good for 24 hours and will give me 25% more experience for every minion I kill. Okay, one other thing here is we'll go to quests. Now we've unlocked heroic. We will now get better gear more quickly and a ton more experience. So we'll click heroic. We're going to remove this friend and see if we have a better one. Doesn't look like it. That's okay. Let's see if that guy made room for us in our friends list. Nope. Okay, so we'll click auto here. Let it run through and get some gear. Looks like we picked up another level too. I'll have to add that. Okay, so stuff is dying pretty quickly. In the next video, I didn't take a look at it here. I should have, but you will notice on the screen some text that I got from a friend, and he was asking the question of, well, these questions right here. We'll discuss these in the next video. A friend of mine named Cowslinger friended me in the game, and basically I told him to draft me up some questions that new players have. I will answer all these questions in the next video. If you have additional questions, please do go to this forum, which is entitled Faster Experience Tips, and I will be able to address your specific questions. If I can get a decent list going, I will make another video and answer specifically what you have problems with. So the dungeon's coming up to a close here. We're going to see if we get any new gear from the boss, and then we'll go ahead and end this video. In the next video, I'll answer the questions, and we'll move on from there. Alright, so here's the boss. See if we kill him in one shot. Almost. Alright, so we got an upgraded neck and another level. See, it goes a lot quicker if you have friends. And they don't always have to be super high friends either. If you just ask in chat, you will most likely get requests from decently high players that want to help you out. And the trick to keeping the players is to be actively online the most you can. If you're away from the game more than 2 days, you will start to lose friends. Okay, so we'll click our friends list. Look like we had one more. He's already maxed out, so we can't accept him. So we'll go ahead and save him on there for later. Also, you have the suggest tab here, but this is going to suggest friends that are fairly low in level. Looks like the most level I see here is level 23. You could try to add them. Most likely they will accept because they're still low. But you really want to aim for those players that we have here. Look, if we look at our friends list now, we have a level 135, 122, 70s. Amazing. So we're pretty much set on friends. We're going to go ahead and end this video. I'm going to do a little bit of leveling, and then I will come back and show you some more tips. Thank you, and this is McProseph out.